Hello and welcome to Your New Jersey. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. On today's show, we're learning how to spend the warm weather months around the Garden State. Wildwood Mayor Ernie Troiano Jr. joins us to fill us in on the town's boardwalk redevelopment. And Madison's Marisa Smith talks about how her business, MACMOMOrganizing, turns your spring cleaning into helping those in need. But first, Jeffery Vasser, Executive Director of New Jersey Tourism, is being honored with the Spirit of the Shore Award by the Jersey Shore Partnership on June 10th. Here to tell us more about the Jersey Shore Spirit and so much more is Jeff. Welcome back to the show.
Great to be with you. It's a great time of year for New Jersey.
It absolutely is. I had my Memorial Day sunny best on, and I can't wait to learn all about the wonderful things happening this summer. But I want to get into you because you were nominated by Governor Phil Murphy for this award. Tell us a little bit more about it.
The Jersey Shore Partnership is a wonderful organization dedicated to, the cleanup and the care and the marketing and the promotion of our beaches. And being a kid who grew up on the shore, that's where my heart is primarily. When people think of New Jersey, they think of the iconic Jersey Shore. So we're using that kind of as a hook to, talk about the other great things that are New Jersey. But when they asked me if I would accept that honor, I was thrilled because, again, they're a wonderful organization. And what could I say? It was, very, very touched.
To be nominated for this by your boss is a testament to what a great job you're doing promoting the state.
Well, thank you. And I'll tell you, the governor, lieutenant governor, and the legislature, they couldn't be more supportive of tourism. And I'm just very lucky to work with some wonderful professionals and our leadership in New Jersey. They've just been wonderful advocates for all of tourism.
Before we go into summer fun in the Garden State, how can viewers support the Jersey Shore Partnership and the event on June 10th?
Well, you certainly can go on their website, the Jersey Shore Partnership. You'll see sponsorship opportunities and just membership opportunities. They do some wonderful events over the course of the year, and they're just, again, a wonderful organization. So however you can support them, they would appreciate, we would all appreciate, because, without the shore, New Jersey, wouldn't have, we're just very lucky to have an asset like that to be able to promote. And to say nothing of the fact that it's, just a wonderful thing to be, on the Atlantic coast.
Absolutely. I hope everybody watching supports them. Well, the last time we had you on, we talked about what to do during the dreary winter, and it actually wasn't that bad this winter, but this is where New Jersey shines, the summer, fall season. What can we do in New Jersey during the warm summer months?
Well, you're right. The summer is the peak season for New Jersey. And believe it or not, over 50% of our visitors and the tourism spend occurs just in those 3 months. So you can just see how powerful the draw of our shore and our shore attractions are. But there are so many other things to do. Our summer commercial, really focusing on the Little State Lot of Wow campaign that we started in the fall. We'll be talking about, music. We'll be talking about festivals. We'll be at the Delaware Water Gap, even, Six Flags Great Adventure, Seaside Heights, Cape May, the wonderful vineyards and breweries throughout the state. There's so many great things to do, outside of the shore. So we're going to be promoting a lot of those things, in our campaigns. And certainly it's going to be the thing that we talk about a lot because, again, most people do know about the Jersey Shore, but they're not aware of so many other things that we have to offer and where there are rooms that are available, outside of the shore, during peak weekends, in August. So we want to make sure we get that word out. And we want to make sure that people are visiting all areas of New Jersey and are taking advantage of going to the farmlands, going to the, the wineries and the breweries, and taking advantage of course, the beaches, the boardwalks, the amusement piers, so many great things to do and so many wonderful festivals that they could take advantage of.
What are some of the ones that are top of mind to you that you can't wait to explore?
This summer you've got, North to Shore, which, takes into account, three iconic destinations, in the month of June, three consecutive weekends in Newark, Asbury Park, and Atlantic City. Great concerts, great festivals, a lot of things that are tied together to bring the northern part of New Jersey together with the southern part of New Jersey. We've got two wonderful iconic anniversaries this summer. It's the 50th birthday of Six Flags Great Adventure, and it's the 50th birthday of the Stone Pony in Asbury Park. Two wonderful, iconic attractions in New Jersey, and it's wonderful to be able to say happy birthday to them. And they're going to have some wonderful birthday celebrations and festivals just in those two destinations alone.
That sounds so much fun. I didn't know about Six Flags until now. That's interesting.
All of these are going to be reflected in our summer TV commercials. And we're going to be talking about a lot of these things. We're going to have a truck going around basically being a roving Little State Lot of Wow campaign. And you can go on our website at visitnj.org. You can see where we're going to be stopping.
It is a little state, a lot of wow, a lot of things to do where you don't have to spend hours and hours in the car. You can go to a winery in the morning and then end your day at the beach and really not break a sweat.
That's right. And that's the beauty. And that's where it came from. Just exactly that sentiment. Because you can get from top to bottom in 3 hours. But as you said, I mean, where else can you can ski in the morning up in Sussex County at Mountain Creek, and then be on the beach in the afternoon, as you said, without breaking a sweat. And what we wanted to do is let people know that there are so many other things to do than what their normal silos are. People go to the beach. People, have certain things that they like to do, certain places that they like to be. But step outside of your comfort zone. See what else there is. And you'll experience some really cool things. And you're going to say, wow, I didn't know New Jersey had that. So that's the idea. And as you said, we're reaching down into Baltimore and Washington, a lot of new growth opportunities for us. And we're going to have a fun summer, and we're going to make sure that people know everything there is to do about vacationing in New Jersey. And we want to make sure that we grow our market share for sure.
You learn something new every day about New Jersey, right. Even though you and I are working so closely with the different nuances, there's always something new at every corner. And that's what makes it such an amazing place to live, work, and play.
Absolutely.
Jeff, thank you so much. Where can people learn more about New Jersey tourism?
They can go to our website at visitnj.org, and you can see everything from the landing page for our mobile Little State Lot of Wow experience, as well as everything related to World Cup, Rev War, and all of the wonderful things there are to do this summer.
Jeff, thank you so much. Hopefully we could do this in person one of these days. I look forward to it.
I look forward to it.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
New Jersey, we've got more summer wows under the sun than anyone. So come see what your wow's gonna be in the little state of New Jersey, where it's one wow after another, after another, after another. You get it. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lotta.
Wildwood Mayor Ernie Troiano Jr. joins us to discuss all that Wildwood has to offer this summer, including the new boardwalk and all the ways they are giving back to the community. Mayor, welcome to the show.
Well, thank you very much for the invite.
Mayor, in my humble opinion, there's nothing really wrong with the Wildwood Boardwalk. It's the best, in my humble opinion, in the entire world. So what exactly are you doing to improve it?
Well, I'll tell you, our boardwalk was basically made of pine wood, and pine does not hold up as well as the wood we're using now, which is Kumaro. We'd have problems with nails popping. You have problems with wood rotting. We had crews up there all summer long, just repairing wood that need to be replaced. Because on any given night, you have anywhere up to 250,000 people on the boardwalk. We have between 9 and 11 million people that come on our boardwalk for within a 2-3 month period of time. So yeah, we need to make sure that the boardwalk is safe, not only on the top but the substructure that's underneath.
When we go down to Wildwood every summer, I love to ride my bike from Diamond Beach all the way to North Wildwood and back. And there were spots where the boards would get a little bumpy, so it's nice to know that this summer that won't be an issue.
Yeah, the tram car has a tendency to as it runs up and down the boardwalk, has a tendency to loosen boards also. Even though it's on the concrete, it has a tendency every once in a while to get off the track a little bit, and it'll pop wood, and you can't imagine the amount of lawsuits you can wind up when your boards are become trippers.
So Mayor, you've returned to your role in January. Tell us about your return and what made you come back for more?
Wildwood, I was born and raised here. I still live on the street I was born on, as was my whole family. So Wildwood has always been a great, great community. In fact, it was hard for people to understand that people actually lived here during the off season because they didn't realize that, well, what do you do in the wintertime? I said, we do everything everybody else does. We just do it with lesser people around us. So it's really, a great off-season community. And I was raised and to give back and to, they call it paying forward now. I just really had a great life living in this town, and I'm just paying it forward. I'm just trying to do the best that I can do to bring the memories that I lived to the newer generations that are coming here. And it's some of the people that I've known my whole entire life. Their families were coming here prior to me even being around, and their kids are still coming. So it's a generational thing, and it's called paying it forward today, where it's just giving back to your community.
How are you giving back?
Well, just the fact that, I've been a fireman for 51 years, a battalion chief in the fire department here. All the community services. We have a basketball tournament at Christmas time. It's the largest co-ed tournament in the nation. We get a lot of teams from the 6 or 7 states that surround us, and that money goes to scholarship for kids who need to to want to further their education. And just the fact that when you're in the seat here, I work with 2 other great commissioners, Steve Mikulski and Krista McConnell. I have a great public works department of which I'm in charge of. Superintendent Rich Herron was working feverishly on the boardwalk project. Alicia DeLuca, who handles all our special events. These people are passionate about the work that we do here. Again, we represent a product where people come and we try to cater to their needs. Sometimes you hit a home run, sometimes they're not as satisfied. I just think, wow, it's special. We have a beach and a boardwalk second to none. Our beaches are enormous. In fact, I always kid around that our beaches are so popular, even the sand comes to Wildwood. And our beaches grow every year. We get bigger and bigger. So if you have a love for your community, you will find something to do all the time to make it better.
What are some of your marquee events happening this summer?
Our country concert, which is becoming the largest in the country. That's the third or fourth week, I believe, third week of June this year. There's a lineup it's really an outstanding. If you're a country western fan, you definitely want to look at that. We want to say every day is a new day here. Every day is an exciting, different day. Other than that, we have, like I said, we redid the boardwalk. We're actually redoing the boardwalk. We have quite a bit more to go. We were able to acquire $12 million. Initially, we just got another $8.3 million, which will allow us to continue to move southward on the boardwalk until we get to Cressy Avenue. But like I said, it's a place to come to have fun. If you don't want to have fun, stay home.
You are coming off a very historic event. We don't see too many presidential rallies here in the Garden State, but Wildwood has played host to 2 of them in recent times. Talk about what happened on May 11th.
When Donald Trump came here in 2020, I was the mayor I got elected in 99. I was the mayor in 2003. all the way up to 2019. And now here comes the Republican president, and boom, I'm out the door. And it sort of like felt like I got cheated out of something. But fortunately, they remembered me. They brought me in, and I was part of the event. And here I am sitting back here now with the opportunity of watching hopefully the next president of the United States to come in to our community once again. And the best part is he wants to come into our community. So that's what's really special. And we do have a lot of space. We do have the room to move them in and out of. And when they do disperse at the end of the event, like somebody says, you're going to have 30, 40,000 people if everybody shows up moving into town at one time. We had the country concert here for 4 nights in a row, and there was in excess of 30,000 people. And inside of 20 minutes, 30 minutes, everybody was out of the gates and everything was moving perfect. So we are very good at accommodating and handling crowds. We're a tourist destination, like you said. You visit us, and we're happy to hear that.
Yeah, Wildwood brings in the crowds, that's for sure. Well, Mayor, this was so much fun. Thank you so much for giving us a slice of the Wildwood life. Where can people find out more about everything Wildwood?
Well, we have you got the Greater Wildwood GWTEDA, which is the Greater Wildwood Tourist Development Authority. That's our convention center. Their website. You have the Wildwood Chamber of Commerce, their website. The City of Wildwood website. There is something that goes on here every single night.
Thank you so much, and hopefully see you this summer.
My pleasure, and when you come down, I hope to see you.
Marisa Smith is the founder and CEO of MACMOMOrganizing, based in Madison. Here to tell us more about professional organizing, which we all could use a little of, is Marisa. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Lisa. It's so good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh, of course. What I didn't mention in my intro is that you are like my fairy godmother of organizing and getting my life in order because, as you know, it needed it, especially having 2 babies in the span of 3 years and moving. And you and your team of angels helped put my house together. So I thank you. And it's so amazing to have you here today.
Thank you. We really love working with you. You're like our ideal client. We love helping families get their lives organized.
Yeah, and Memorial Day weekend and the summer and spring months, it's the perfect time to do so.
Absolutely. Especially on a long weekend, it's a great time to tackle projects that you don't have time to do during the week, like declutter your garage, get ready, summer ready for pool season, whatever. It's the perfect weekend to do it.
It absolutely is. So I want to start from the beginning, though, because you are an amazing mother to 3 beautiful, successful daughters. I don't even know if you needed to do a business like this, but you're doing it and you knock it out of the park. What inspired you to start MACMOMOrganizing?
In my previous career, I worked in big pharma and I took a little bit of time off to be a stay-at-home mom. And then when my youngest was starting high school, I realized like, I want to do something. I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom anymore. I wanted to get back in the workforce, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. And 2 of my friends from college actually said to me, why don't you start an organizing business? Like, haven't you seen the show Marie Kondo? I'm like, no, I've never seen that, but I've always been uber organized. I was always the one planning the events in college. I was always, going through people's rooms, organizing stuff, doing it in my own home, helping family and friends. And I just had an aha moment. I'm like, maybe I can make something out of this. So I started with one client. They were renovating their house. We did it like room by room, unpacked, organized, put some pictures up on Instagram, and it kind of took off from there. And now it's a full-on business. I have a team. We have a partnership with the Container Store, and we just love, working with busy families, helping them get through their clutter. We help people when they move, you name it, we do it. And it's been great. Like, I had no idea that I could make a business. I didn't really know anything about business, but we just took it one day at a time, one client at a time. And here we are doing, multiple clients a week.
How would you define professional organizing?
So there's a lot of misconception. And if you see the shows, it looks like, things just happen overnight. And Lisa, it doesn't always happen overnight. We always come in with a plan. depending on what the client needs, we bring product. If we need product, sometimes we don't bring product. We have kind of like a procedure. We usually start with decluttering. You can't organize unless you declutter. It's very hard to organize when you have too much stuff. So we try to go through with our clients, declutter, and then put a system in place that's easy to maintain. So it's a lot of what you see on these shows, but there's a lot behind the scenes that they don't show. It's a lot of hard work, manual labor. Sometimes it can be emotional. People might be tied to things. Sometimes we help families that are moving, or maybe there's been a death in the family or aging parents. That's a big thing right now. And getting, kind of decluttering and going through people's personal items, it can be very emotional. And we help with that, kind of take the emotion out and, help people move forward in transitions. That's one of the parts of the job that I love the most.
Yeah, you're part organizer, part therapist.
I've been told that so many times.
Exactly. I understand there's the emotional aspect, good and bad, right? I mean, someone like me, I don't want to throw away my babies, whatever, but are you ever going to use it again? Throw it away, right?
Exactly.
And it helps your mental health as well when you have a clean, organized space. Talk about that aspect.
Well, 100%. And you can attest to this. I mean, when there's too much stuff, you can't even find what you need a lot of the times. So we come in, we will categorize things. That's kind of the first step, is to declutter, purge, categorize, label. Labeling is very important. It helps to maintain the system. But just coming in with a fresh set of eyes and making calm out of chaos is really what we're known for.
And in New Jersey, we're all hustling and bustling. You need that. Who are some of the communities that you service?
So we service really all over New Jersey. We even go into the city. Occasionally, we really cover from North Jersey down to the shore. We travel, we cover all over.
I think the best thing about decluttering, besides the clean, organized space, is that you're helping so many people in need. And I know that you're tapped into many charitable organizations. As you clean people's spaces out, you're donating. Who are the people that you're helping?
So we like to help the homeless. I'm on the board at Covenant House. I like to give donations there. We also give donations to the vets. If someone has a particular charity in mind, we can set up a donation for that charity. We work with different agencies in New Jersey. I do a lot with Covenant House just because that's near and dear to me, the homeless youth in Newark. But the vets are another group that we give to a lot.
What are the products that these organizations are looking for?
They're looking for clothing, household items. A lot of times we'll get bedding, not so much, but clothing, any kind of like household items, small appliances, even some TVs, not so much, because most agencies want like smart TVs. Nobody wants a regular TV anymore. But mainly clothing, toys, a lot of toys. Books sometimes. Keepsakes are harder, and we can help a client set up an estate sale. There's not as much value in kind of like we call them the tchotchkes as you would think, but mainly clothing, household items, small appliances, those kinds of things.
Well, how can people book a consultation with you?
You can follow me on Instagram at MACMOMorganizing. You can look at our website. It's MACMOMorganizing.com. My email is on there. My telephone number is on there. Lisa knows, like, you can text me any time of the day. I'll answer morning, noon, and night. I know you're not supposed to do that, but I love my clients and I answer right away. And, email or text is probably the easiest way.
It's not just a client vendor relationship. I mean, you really become part of the family, and you have for mine in so many ways. And I encourage all the viewers to follow Marisa on social media, because you make organizing and cleaning look fun, which isn't for most of us, but you kill it on social.
I think there's something wrong with me. Like, I actually love to organize and clean. I do it on my days off. Like, they say, do something that you love and you won't work a day in your life. Like, I love it so much. And Lisa knows, like, it gives me so much joy, and just helping other people. I can't explain it, but it just gives me joy. Like, to make somebody else's life better makes me happy.
Marisa, thank you so much for coming on here, and I'll see you and the crew soon at my house.
I'll see
for
you, yeah. We'll
spring
see you.
cleaning, yes.
Spring garage cleaning.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Lisa.
Thank you for joining me on another episode of Your New Jersey. I'm Lisa Marie Falbo. We'll see you back here next week.
Summers in New Jersey were made to wow you. From sun and wows to fun and wows, and every wow in between. So come see what your wow's gonna be. New Jersey. It's one wow after another, after another, after another. You get it. Find your wow at visitnj.org. New Jersey, little state, lotto.